everyone, my name is Mary and today I'm going to talk to you about my cross stitch projects. This will be my first Flosstube video, so I'm super excited to get started and share with you guys, just like all of you have shared so much with me over the past couple of years. So I'm going to start with my completed projects. I have been cross stitching for a year and some odd months. I know in October it'll be 2 years. So if you want to do the math, that's up to you. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say October is 2 years. I'll just start in no particular order of when I finish them. I just have a stack right here. This one, it's actually a part of a set that I made for my mom for this most recent Mother's Day. Like the bird. And I got these little, there it's Ada, I think it's 14 count Ada, and I got them at Michael's. They're pretty cool. I think it's a fun way to do a cross stitch and finish simultaneously, so it completely finished off the project, so that was really fun. The only thing that I really had to do was put some felt on the back, just cut it out, and it kind of slipped underneath the edges there, so I didn't hold it with glue or anything. It was really easy, really fun. I did these at work, and this one's my favorite one. It's a little flower pot, and I put an E on it because my mom's name is Eva, so it has her little initial there because she loves to garden and be outside and do all that kind of stuff. That one, you guys fell down. It's a very precarious setup that I have here going on, so sorry if I made anyone sick. But that project I got out of 365 cross stitch. It's actually a sampler that I didn't want to do the whole sampler. It's Pretty Patchwork by Susan Bates. So it's really, really pretty. Got a lot of fun things in it. I don't think I'll ever actually do the sampler because once I've stitched something once, I'm not going to do it again even if it's in a different form. So that's really awesome. I think I saw that Katie the Stash Queen is going to be doing that one as well, or she started it, I think, in part of Stitch Mania. So it was really fun to see her working on that when I was working on my mom's Mother's Day gift. I thought that was fun. What's next? I have different piles of what I'm going to show you guys. So I'll just show you what I made for my mom for Mother's Day the year before, so 2014 actually. So this project is a little bit, no it was 2015, yeah. And here it is. This is Somebody to Love. He's so cute. I made him into a little pillow cover. So the goal was to make my mom different pillow covers for different pillows and things, and she could just switch it out as she needed. But I actually ended up moving from Colorado back to Missouri to live at home, and my sewing machine ended up getting left behind. I couldn't fit it in my car, so I'm really, really sad, and I haven't been able to finish. This is pretty much the only sewn thing that I've been able to finish since starting cross stitch, and I got the sewing machine to finish cross stitch projects. It was a gift, actually. I'm really still heartbroken about it. My ex-roommate, it's still there at the old house I used to live at. My ex-roommate still has it, but I don't know. It's just a lot of work moving a sewing machine all the way from Colorado to Missouri. I'm sure I could send them money to have them ship it. I just haven't done that yet. I should do that because I really want to finish some more stuff. So that one is Somebody to Love. He was so fun to work on, and he came out of 365 cross stitch volume 4. And who was he by? I should have been more prepared, but I wasn't. Oh, he's just a design from DMC. So here's how they finished him up, and he's really cute. And I had so much fun. This is my first time using even weave when I stitched him, and I really love even weave now. 28 count even weave, just a standard fabric that you can get at, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby in a little bag, and I still have some leftovers from that I haven't used yet, so it's always fun making projects and acquiring new stash because of that. These next ones are my most recent finish. I hated this project. I will show you. It's from the same magazine, 365 Cross Stitch. I love these magazines. I think I'm going to get them every year. I haven't gotten any other magazines. But these were Sweet Sayings by Doreen Jones. You can see there are several different cards that they made. And they were pretty exciting. I was really excited to start it. I got some sparkly Ada to do it with. You can kind of tell there. But I hated this project, and I think I hated it because of the Ada. It was awful. And I think I like bigger projects than the smaller ones. I think the smaller ones annoy me for whatever reason. I don't know. It was just awful. It was so hard to finish it. It took me almost 6 months to finish these 3 little cards just because I do a little bit and then not touch it for a long time. I finally brought them to work and just finished them at work as something to do while I was bored at work is how I had to finish those. I'm glad I stopped at 3 cards. I could not have finished all of them. I don't know if I'm going to make cards. I think it'll be cute to put them in like a white frame side by side to hang up during February because of Valentine's Day, and I really love Valentine's Day. But I also think it'd be really cute to make cards into them and give them to people who I know will appreciate them. There's a few people I can think of. Not very many people get cross-stitch gifts from me because I know most people don't appreciate how much time and effort it takes to put into them. I have a lot of coworkers who I work with who are around my age who are really interested in what I do at the time, and they'll be like, oh, do you take requests? Can you make me a Charmander or an owl? Are the most recent request I got. And I just tell them, you know, oh, I'll think about it, you know, whatever. And then I usually wait a while and see if they ask me about it again, and usually if they don't, I won't make them because I know they don't really appreciate it as much, which is okay. I don't really blame them. It's hard to get people interested. My sister is 18. I'm 23. We have different personality types. I've tried to get her into cross-stitching a lot of different times, and she refuses to touch it. So it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's definitely mine. Oh, and I need to grab a leaflet real quick. I'll be right back. And I already had it. I was already prepared, and I didn't think I was. Alright, so I'm going to show you these ones at the same time because they're part of the same family, and I adore them. So I got this at Joann's. It's Fun Flakes by Stony Creek. I am obsessed with Snowman. Snowmen. They are so adorable. They are the cutest things. I love stitching snowmen. I'll probably make a million snowmen before I die. But I don't care. You got the little patriotic guy with the bird. I think something about warming the heart. The snowmaker, he is my favorite. And then the welcome tree. When I first got this, I didn't realize there were buttons. The only project that didn't have buttons or specialty floss was this little guy right here. So I made him first out of this little package, and I just got him and put him on some even weave that I think I got at Michael's. I haven't ironed him yet. He's been in a box since I finished him because I don't have a sewing machine, but he actually turned out really cute. I love the way he looks on this fabric. I think it makes the colors pop, and he is adorable. I want to make him into a pillow cover. That way I can change him out as the holidays go. But we'll see how long it takes me to get a sewing machine. This next one is my favorite one out of the whole one, the Snowmaker. He is amazing. I love him with his little wand. It's some glisten gloss, so it's all sparkly and pretty. He was so fun to stitch. I was obsessed with him. I finished him so fast. I think it only took a couple of weeks to get him done. His little holly down there. Oh my, he's so cute. And this was my first time using glisten gloss and putting on a little button nose, if you can see the nose. It kind of moves, which I like. I love his nose. That was so much fun. When I ordered the nose, I went ahead and got all the buttons for all the snowmen in that book, because I'm going to do all of them. I've already done 2. I only have 3 left. And this will be the only wall hanging. The other ones are all going to be pillows with cases that I can switch out as the seasons go on, provided I get a sewing machine. That's my recent obsession, because my whips have started, or my finishes have started to pile up a little bit more. This one I finished last summer. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Got the Deathly Hallow tattoo going on. Really into Harry Potter. This was actually a Busilla kit called Leap of Faith. And it's really sweet, pretty colors. I fell in love with the feather and the colors. Turquoise would be my top favorite of colors. My favorite color is yellow, but turquoise is definitely very pretty. I've noticed I gravitate toward that color a lot. And it says Wingardium Leviosa for the feather. I don't know, I feel like it's missing something down there in this little space over here, but I like it. It was fun. I was working on it while I was working on a big project, and I just whipped this out so I could have a finish. I did the wording. This is 28 count, even weave again. I did the wording 1/1 to make it a little bit finer so it wouldn't be so big. And I really love the effect that it had. I love doing the feather. It was so much fun. The first time I tried to do this feather, I was brand new to cross stitch and just started. And the even weave that came with the project, I didn't know it was even weave. I thought it was Aida. So I was trying to stitch 2/1, and I think it was like a really high count, like a 32 count, I think. Maybe it was 28 count. It was 28 or 32 count. I was trying to stitch it 2/1, and it kept bulking up, and I couldn't understand what I was doing wrong. And I got really frustrated and put it away for about 10 months before I pulled it back out when I had more practice under my belt, and I was like, oh, how could you be so stupid? And then I restarted it on some new even weave and was happy with it. This is one of the next piece I'm going to show you is one of the first ones I did when I first found cross stitch. The very first one I did was a little elephant. I don't even have it anymore. I ended up leaving it at an old job. I wish I still had it. It was cute. I'm thinking about going back to Hobby Lobby and getting it just to do it again, just to have like a replica of it, because it was my first one. But we'll see. But this one I got at the same time I got that one. And it's Beauty and Beast, Falling in Love, the Thomas Kincaid like little miniature series that they do. And it's pretty cute. It didn't turn out the best. My stitching is horrible on it and all that other stuff, but I think it's adorable still. You can tell it's Beauty and the Beast. That's all that matters. And like I said, this was when I was brand new at cross stitching, so I would thread the needle and then tie a knot at the needle and then pull it through and the knot. So the back is super fun, but I adore it. I like looking at it. I'm thinking about just finishing this off into a little ornament to hang on the tree at Christmas maybe. I don't know what else to do with it. I kind of cut it really close for some reason because I didn't know what I was doing, but I enjoy that piece. It's very endearing to me. It's very nostalgic. This next one, you saw it a little bit, is the first ever full coverage piece that I did. It is Sunflower Rising by Marcia Baldwin, and it's done on, I think 16 count Aida that I got on everythingcrossstitch.com. I really like that website, but then I found 123 Stitch and I haven't been back. Sorry. But this is Sunflower Rising by Marcia Baldwin. It took me about 9 months to do. And it is my absolute favorite thing in the whole entire world. When I lived in Colorado, I was going to do my kitchen in all sunflowers and get this framed and hung up. But now I don't have a kitchen that I can decorate myself, so it's been in a box. I haven't framed it yet. I was brand new. I didn't even know what I was doing when I started this one. And as you can see, I did not leave enough border, thinking about, you know, what a lot of people do who make that same mistake, is just attach some additional fabric on the end so I can frame it or make it into a wall hanging. I don't know if framing is going to be the best option for it, but it's just so pretty. I love the colors. I love the blues and the greens and the yellow, and I had so much fun on this project. I was obsessed with it. I love being obsessed with the project. It makes it so much more better. So I'm going to roll it up, and then I'm going to show you guys some whips that I'm working on currently. Roll, roll, roll your boat. I don't have a lot of stash. I tend to focus on 2 or 3 projects at a time and just buy everything I need for those projects before I move on to the next ones. So I do not have a lot of stash. So you won't see a lot of stash coming from me. This next one is the current one. I've been working on it since last July. And it is a Heaven and Earth design, Goblins on a Rampage by Jane Wooster Scott. And it is gorgeous. I love this project. It's taking longer than I thought it would. Like, look at the clouds. And then you go up. And you have the haunted house and the little goblin at the top. And the fence. And then we're still going. We're still going. The pumpkin patch is so adorable. It's so much fun. The sky gets really boring because of all that black, but generally if I'm doing the sky, I'll take it to work to try to knock it out a lot faster, because I hate just doing boring stuff when I'm at home. I want to do some exciting stitching when I'm at home, you know? This one, I've done a few different things to. The fence, there's a particular symbol in there that I'm doing in glow-in-the-dark thread, and so the fence will glow in the dark, and the goblin will glow in the dark, and there's a couple other little guys as they come up that are also going to be glowing in the dark, so that's going to be super exciting. And then I'm thinking about, once it's finished, putting in some back stitching to make a few things stand out, like especially on the house. And then, do you see these flower boxes under the windows? Well, there's going to be a flower box under this window too, but I'm thinking about doing French knots to make the flower boxes stand out a little bit more as well. So we'll see. Those are just ideas. I'm probably not going to finish this for another year, so I might change my mind about all that or come up with some more stuff to do. But doing back stitching would take forever on this project, but I think it'll really help bring the house out. It'll be a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it. And I want this to be one of those projects that comes out every Halloween, and it just makes my day whenever I work on it. Okay, let me fold this guy. I gotta take him off the Q-snap. I'm really bad about leaving my projects on the Q-snap. Sorry. I don't care. Alright. So I have him folded up and cute. Yep, this is the project that I didn't learn how to park on it, but I've only parked on this project. I learned how to park on my Sunflower Rising project. I absolutely love parking. I try to park down and across at once, that way I don't have any column lines, and that works out really well for me. I think everyone parks a little bit differently, but I love running my fingers through the threads. It's perfect. This is so cute. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with most of my projects, except those darn cards. Those cards are evil. The other whip that I have is a new whip. It's House Stark, I think by lolitastitches.com on Etsy, I think is the name. I don't know, maybe I'll link them down below if I remember to do so, if that's even their name. I should have been more prepared, but this is how much I've got done so far. I don't have a picture to show you of what it will be, because it's a digital pattern, which it's my first digital pattern using it, and I have to use it on my laptop. I'm definitely a paper pattern user because I can't always have electronics out at work, so if I can bring something to work with a paper pattern, that'll work really well for me in my situation. This is going to be a dire wolf, and this is just going to be a circle thing that goes around it. I started this project yesterday, and it's going really, really fast. It's all one color. It's not full coverage, so I've been working on my haunted house exclusively for the last couple of weeks, so this is a breath of fresh air. It's 28 count. even weave. I think it's Jobelian. I'm not sure, honestly. I got it on 123 Stitch for like 10 bucks. Super cheap fabric, but it's really nice. I love stitching on it. And it's just a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with this one. This one's going to be a gift for my boyfriend. So he's not going to know I made a Flosstube video. I think I've told him once that I was thinking about making a Flosstube video, but I won't tell him about it until I finish this one, and then that way he won't go on there and watch them and find out what the surprise is going to be, because he knows I'm making him something, but he doesn't know what it is. When I was about this far along, I sent him a picture of it just to tease him, and he's like, it looks like a tree. It's not a tree, but he really likes Game of Thrones. He watches it a lot. I'm currently reading the books. Not as a big a fan as he is, but I really like the book so far. I'm on book 2, so we'll see how it goes. I got into Game of Thrones a few years ago, and I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I moved here and stopped watching them and just decided to read the books, so we'll see how that goes. I know he'll appreciate it though, because he knows how much I love this hobby and he knows how much work goes into it, so I don't have any qualms about making him something because I know he'll actually appreciate it. And now, oh, and this is what Goblins on a Rampage will look like when it's finished. I forgot to show you. But I am super excited about the Witch in the Moon, and pretty much all the whiteness that you see is going to glow in the dark. Like that ghosty over here will glow, his shirt will glow, the rest of the fence will glow, his beard thingy will glow. It'll be super exciting. I think the moon might have like a few of the glowy color in it, so it might glow a little bit, but not that much. So I'm debating whether or not to put any glow in the moon. But yeah, super cute. My first Heaven and Earth design. Can't wait to finish it. Future projects. This one I'm actually starting today. What did it go? And it's one from this. Yay! So I'm going to be working on this snowman here. The patriotic snowman. And it was just the timing. I didn't plan to do this one around the 4th of July. It just kind of happened that way. I knew that I wanted him to be the next smaller stitch that I did. So when I finished the cards, it just happened to be around the time that I was going to start this one. And then I told my boyfriend I was going to start him. And he's like, oh, are you doing it for the 4th of July? And I thought for a second, I was like, you know what? Yes, I am. He is called Patriotic Snow Friend by Stony Creek. And he's really cute. He has 3 star buttons that I already have. And I can't wait to attach them. And this is my first time using floss other than DMC. It has some Weeks Dye Works, I think. Oh, the Gentle Art sampler threads. So be using oatmeal. So the white around the border will be Weeks Dye Works. No, I keep saying Weeks Dye Works. The Gentle Art sampler threads. I don't know. Is that the same thing? Is that why I'm getting confused? I don't know. I just sew stuff. I don't know things. So that's really excited, and I'm doing him on, I think this is, oh, I have the name of the fabric in here. I need to get a smaller hoop. But he's going to be doing on Dusk Cast Shell Linens. This will be my first linen project too, which I'm really intimidated about, but looking at the holes through this thing, I don't think it'll be too bad. It's 28 count, so I'm used to that. Be about the same size. He's going to be really small, but I'm really excited about it. Dusk Cast Shell 8x12, 28 count. I think, what's the name of that company who makes all the dyed fabrics? I mean, there's only 100 of them. It escapes me. Picture This, I think it's Picture This Plus Dusk is who I think it is. But I don't remember. I ordered it off of 123 Stitch. At the same time I ordered the black fabric. I was getting the black fabric, so I thought I might as well get the fabric for my snowman and get him started too. So I think altogether I paid like 20 bucks for both fabrics and the Gentle Arts sampler threads. So it wasn't expensive at all to get these 2 projects started. I just have to get one more color of DMC for my little snowman friend, which I'll probably go once the weekend comes and I have a day off or so and get those. So exciting. I have a few future projects planned now, so I'll go over those next. I got these patterns from Mystic Stitch when they were having a sale. I think buy two get two free a while back. The very next one I'm starting is going to be called Frosty Lemonade, which I think is funny because of yellow snow. And I'm going to be starting this one on my birthday in August. And they are just so cute, these little snowmen. And like I said, it's Frosty Lemonade. You're not supposed to eat yellow snow, but he's selling yellow snow pops. So that's a little bit scary. Those little snow kids better watch out. I don't know. It'll be super cute. It's not as big as the Heaven and Earth design, so I don't think it'll take as long. But I'm going to have to think of a rotation when I start that one between this one and my other one. I'm thinking try to just do 100 stitches a day on both projects, and then once I finish 100 a day on both projects, then just focusing on my Goblins on a Rampage. Because right now my rotation is 100 on Goblins on a Rampage, and then focus the rest of the day or whatever stitching time I have left on House Stark, because I really want to get that one done. Then the next one that I'm going to do is going to be a gift for my mom. I won't start this one for a while. It is English Garden Collection by Barbara Feliski from Mystic Stitch, because she loves gardens and I want her to have a big full coverage piece that she can have instead of the little ones I've been making her. I want her to have like something big that shows her how much I care, because if you know I care about you if I make you a cross stitch. And I think it's just cute. So that one will be exciting. I'll probably start this one for the New Year, New Start sale. I don't participate in a lot of sales because I don't have very many whips, but this will be a New Year, New Start. They'll be really exciting. I think I'm going to start 3 big projects a year. I think one on my birthday, one on New Year's, and then one on Easter, just because it divides up the year into mostly even 3 parts. So that's my plan. This one I'm going to be doing for my sister eventually. What does that say? Widow's Weed by Maxine Gadd. And she's this black witch. I think she's going to be a lot of fun to do. Sorry about all the glare, but I don't want to fight with taking the packages out. I was really disappointed when I bought these patterns from Mystic Stitch, because on the website they boasted how it's like a bound book that they send you, and then I got them in these little plastic bags. So whatever, these plastic bags are nice because when I do my projects I put them in folders, and then I can use the bags to store smaller completed projects until I get them finished. That way they don't get damaged. But this one will be for my sister because we have very different personality types, but our sense of humor is the same. And we have a really dark sense of humor, and we both love Halloween and dark things, and I think she'll really like that one. It reminds me of her because she's got a lot of attitude. Woohoo, Widow's Weed. And then this next one is called Square Winter by Mystic Stitch, and I think the artist was Joe Moulton. And it's a snowman, of course. What else would you expect from me than a snowman? He's really exciting. So the Widow's Weed one for my sister I'll probably start on Easter, and then this one I will start on my birthday next year. So those are kind of like my big plans for my big cross stitches coming up. And then of course I'll have a bunch of little starts. After I finish my little snowman, then I'll choose my next start. That will be my little start. I like to have a little project to keep at work, to keep me company, because I work in customer service for a bank. So and I work nights. I work 4:45 to 1:15 in the morning, and then later at night it gets really, really slow. So I either try to read or stitch something. So I will be stitching on that snowman. I think I'm going to be pretty obsessed with them. I think my book is going to get, what's the word? My book is going to get thrown by the wayside. I couldn't think of a simpler way to word that, but I'm very excited. I love snowmen so much. Yeah, that's all I got. I enjoy watching your videos. I usually will watch them and try to subscribe, try to thumbs up. Generally I don't comment on everything unless you guys ask, hey, what's your opinion on this? And then I'll try to throw my opinion there if I remember it. But a lot of time I'm stitching while I'm watching the videos, so it'll just go from one video to the other. If you have any questions, don't feel free to ask. Feel free to leave comments, tell me what you think. I don't think I'll be a weekly video maker because I don't have very many whips, so maybe once a month to just show some progress or anything new that I've done. We'll see how this one goes. We are at 30 minutes and 20 seconds, so I think that's pretty good first length. Maybe I'll do a tag in my next video. I wasn't really prepared to do this one. I was watching a new Flosstuber who I haven't seen before. They're not that new. I think it was like their 20th video or something, but I had never seen any of their videos before, and I was working on House Stark, and my house is always very busy. There's a lot of people who live here, and everyone's gone right now. My mom went to go see my brother who lives 15 minutes away. My sister's gone for the weekend. My stepdad's gone, and my other brother's gone working. So it's just me and the 12-year-old here right now. So figured I'd try to get a video in while there wasn't a lot of noise and chaos and things going around. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. And you guys just have a wonderful day. I hope you get a lot of stitching done this week.